Okay, I'm going to do a quick review of Quadratec's diver down seat covers. Now mine is a 2-door, and I don't know if you can see much here in Arizona. We have a lot of sun, so I just have the 2 front seats and the rear. I've never bought seat covers for a Jeep or for anything for that fact, but they say you can put these seat covers on while they're in the Jeep seats. Now, I got news for you people that are listening. If you can do that without taking up 2 days and scratching every piece of skin you have off your arms to get these straps to go where they need to go, then good luck. But trust me, it's very simple to remove the rear seat and the front seats. The front seats just have those little covers that pop off. They don't come completely off. There's like a stud inside, but just pop it up and twist it on both sides. So just take something and, like, I had a little ice pick kind of tool, and I just popped it up, and you'll see them twist, and just remove those on the front and the rear. Now on the rears, you have to slide the seat all the way forward. That one doesn't have a cover, but that one does. This one's covered, I guess, by that little flap when it slides all the way back, but I'm not real sure why it doesn't have a cover, but both sides are like that. Now, one thing I will say, if you don't lift this seat all the way forward, you won't get to these 2 bolts. Now you're saying, what about the driver's side? Well, the driver's side does the exact same thing as the passenger side does. It just doesn't go as far forward because of the steering wheel. But once you raise this seat up on that driver's side seat, you will be able to get to these rear ones. So if you can't get to them, you've not lifted that seat up and pushed it up far enough. It took me a while to realize that, because it would kind of go to one spot and stop. And I guess it's just because I don't use the the driver's side, like I do the passenger side to get the kid in and out. But there's the rear seat. I don't have the red headrests on because I can't see crap with them on. But overall, the fit and finish was okay. But again, I don't know what to compare it to. But as you can see, they look pretty decent. Now, they don't look like my Rubicon seats. And honestly, where they did do stitching, I wish they would have stitched it in white. Something to kind of break up all the black. That's what I liked about my Rubicon seats. They had white stitching. Now, there's not a ton of stitching on this compared to my Rubicon because it's double stitched. This is single stitching. But maybe for future reference, they can put white stitching in it where it is. And maybe even in the headrest or in the back of the seat, they can put Wrangler or Rubicon like it was from the factory. I mean, charge me $20 more, I'd be happy. But all in all, the padding is good. The stitching, out of 100, I'm going to give it a 95. The fit is pretty good. But when you have to go down in these seats, down in here, when you lean this seat forward and start just shoving in there, when you put both covers in there, it's really, really tight. But you just got to just push down on the foam and keep shoving that stuff under there. They make a tool, I know, but I'm just not one for taking plastic and start trying to push material through a hole. I'm just afraid it'll tear. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of dirt there. It kind of just wiped right off. It's got the side airbag stuff. I'm assuming that's what that is. But mine don't have the side airbags, but it's there. It's a loose piece, and it's kind of aggravating when you're putting it down on it. You got to keep shoving it back in there because it wants to come out. But all in all, it looks pretty good for the money. The Quadratec guy said these were better than the Smittybilt. So that's the case, I feel sorry for the people who bought the Smittybilt ones. But anyway, I just wish they broke it up a little bit with the stitching with something white. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the all black. But for the money, I'm not disappointed. And if you have a dog or a pet or something and it gets hair all over everything, you're gonna love these seat covers, because it took me 2 days to get most of the dog hair out of the other seats. And this here seems to clean up a little bit easier, so hopefully I can just pull them off. Now there is some side covers too. I will tell you this right now, not these covers right here, they do have to come off. They're just held on by one little screw right here in the front, and they just snaps on right here where my thumb is. There's a snap, and then it just kind of cups on the back here. But this piece has to come off once you get the seat out, or you'll never get the straps under the seat properly. You don't want to put the strap over this. You want it to go in there, and the only way is for that piece to come off. And like I say, it does have one snap here, 127 Torx here in the front, and then it just kind of cups here at the back. So take the screw out, pop this off, and it'll slide off. But do that after the seat's out. Don't. The first one I done while the seat was in the Jeep, thinking I needed to take it off, but you don't. Just undo the 4 bolts, pull the seat off, take this off when you get it out on the table you're working on. But I live in Arizona, so everything gets dusty as soon as you open the door. So, like I say, there it is. And I know it's dark in the back, but this is a little cover that I bought. You can see how dusty, dirty it gets compared to the rest of the seats. Welcome to Arizona. Everything's dusty, dirty. But anyways, just 2 things I wanted to say. Don't try to do this while the seats are in here. Go ahead and take the opportunity to clean your carpet, clean out from underneath there, get all your change out, and all your kids' popsicles and everything else that's under there. And go ahead and take your opportunity to clean up there and do this while it's out. It's much easier to work with the straps while the seats are out. And like I say, pretty easy. Just pop these 4 covers off. They just pop up and twist. You'll see once you pop it up that it doesn't you have to twist it for it to come completely off, but just pop it up and it'll twist out of the way. You don't technically have to remove it. Just open it up and twist it to the side. Other than that, so far the foam in it, I've drove it to the car wash, and the foam's really nice. So all in all, I think I got my money's worth. So we'll see long term. If something comes up, I'll do an update. But this is the Quadratec Diver Down Series seat covers for at least my 2-door 2016 JK Wrangler.